Airports are extremely busy places, and a lot of people have a lot of anxiety about being in them, about traveling, about missing their plane, things like that. So, as myself, an extremely frequent flyer, I think today will be my 8th trip across the Atlantic this year, and it's only June. I just wanted to give you some tips to how to relax and enjoy your time while flying, and especially within the terminal building, rather than feeling worried or anxious about it. The obvious tip number one is allow yourself plenty of time. Rushing is obviously what is going to get you stressed. Now, sometimes things happen that are not within your control. You know, you might be stuck in a traffic jam, your taxi might take you to the wrong place, whatever. But the best way to mitigate for that is to plan everything else. Ensure you have all your correct travel documents in advance, make sure you have everything sorted, and also make sure you've researched and downloaded maps of where you're going to go. You can very easily download the floor plan of the airport, and then you can learn a little bit more about how long it takes to get to places, where you need to go, things like that. Clothing. So for myself, especially when it's warm, I like to go for all linen clothing. What you'll find is it's very breathable, it's comfortable, especially if you go for an elasticated waistband, you'll find that that stays comfortable all the time.
British Airways departure to Dublin.
Finding a quiet spot is a challenge in any busy airport, especially if you're in a really large one like this, like Heathrow or Dubai or any other similar large airport. But if you look, you will find, like here, I'm in a corner and you can tell because this appears to be where all the staff hang out. So you can tell that it's obviously a pretty quiet area of the airport. So if you look around, you will find it. Another dilemma is choice of in-flight luggage, so your cabin luggage. So you could go for a nice wheelie case, as I do when I'm traveling just with cabin luggage. My favourite small wheelie case is my level 8 wheelie case, which I have done previously a review of on this channel, but I absolutely love it. It's really robust, it's really easy to wheel around, and it's exactly the right size to go as a cabin bag. Like, you don't waste a millimetre, it's exactly the right size, but you're also not going to get rejected, which is really important. But when I'm traveling with hold luggage, so I can have a smaller bag, I much prefer a rucksack. I wanted the best looking but also the most functional one, so I researched for ages on Amazon and I found this one. It's got loads of pockets for my stuff and my passport and things like that. I really like how it looks and it feels really well made. I'll add an affiliate link for both this and the level 8 in the description, just in case you fancy one the same. But whether it's the same or different, make sure you get a good one. If you're one of those people who really doesn't like to use the toilet on an aeroplane, or at least use it as little as possible, then a pretty obvious piece of advice is don't drink a 20-ounce Starbucks just before you get on the plane. But that leads me on to my next tip, which is look for the less busy cafes. What you'll find is the busiest cafes are always immediately as you come into the terminal building. Like right here in Terminal 5, there's a Starbucks and a Pret, which are right as you come into the terminal, and they are so busy. It's a long queue, you almost never get a chair. But if you walk all the way to the end, like this one here, the A gates, all the way to the end, there's a Pret-a-Manger, which is dead. There's like no one in it. So just have a good look round and you'll probably find one which is much quieter and more comfortable for you to sit in for a long period of time. My next big tip would be make sure you have some way of entertaining yourself while you're waiting. Now, I would say read a book. Try and avoid audiobooks because you have to have headphones in, which could mean you miss important announcements. If you fancy reading my book, Be More Butler, see what I did there, I will put the link down below. But safe travels, enjoy yourselves,
Thank you very much.
and just remember,
Cross-check.
all the staff in the airport are there to help you. You can always ask questions, you can always ask for help. Don't be afraid to do so. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.